Hi guys, how are you today? I thought I'd pull the energy of the day and see what Spirit has for us today. I don't know about you, but I don't know. I'm tired of having to be a bitch. But, I mean, we're not. But I guess I have dealt with a lot of unloyal people that expect me to be loyal to their secrets and lies. And I don't know why that would be because. And I never lied to anybody. If they cross me, I'm a bitch. I've always said that. But it takes a real dumb mother to get me to that point. And being human, we get butthurt. And some people won't give you closure. Well, guess what? I'm the kind of bitch that takes it. And I won't care about the projections or the excuses. But what is fun is when you deal with the kind of people that I do. You know, I was kind of raised in a family of narcissists, and I'm still battling them today and their offspring and that family curse. So they've already figured out, and they band together. They're actually a collective. What are we doing? Because I've been out there battling it myself. That's okay. Usually people catch up in 3 years. But until then, you can get your popcorn and your glass of wine and check out some of the cancer readings because it's an ongoing saga on the life of a super empath. It's not just one day, okay, all that crazy shit. It happens every day. As long as we stay connected to these people. And I ain't gonna lie to them. So, I ain't gonna lie to anybody else. She of the Lotus is the energy of the day. See what this is about. Sounds interesting. But yeah, sometimes love is tough love. And if people are hurting people, you know, we got to do something. We can't just keep sitting on our butts. Card number 48. Let's see what this is. I think we've had this before. $43. Yes, I'm blind. Okay, she of the Lotus. Let me turn on the light. Shadow work, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. I see that. Loving yourself back to wholeness. The beautiful lotus that grows from the murky waters. Disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners. Well, yeah, I did that a long time ago. And now I'm not afraid of my dark corners. I sit in them for their wisdom on how to battle the darkness that has been taking over this world. That's us. Do we hate? Oh, hell no. Do we sound angry? Well, yeah, sometimes we are, but sometimes we have a right to be, and it's okay. It's called being human. Okay, take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? People have talked about my anger, and maybe, but I don't keep it long. That's why I take closure. If I don't get it, hey, you leave my brain open to the possibility of this energy trace I see in you and your patterns of what can be. So let's go through that instead of just telling me the truth. I'll do that. Sorry if it's an inconvenient truth. So, out of those murky waters and reabsorb. Shadow can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that can show us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadow is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness. In self love, peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and then bring it into the daylight under a loving, compassionate light. They will resolve and reassimilate so you can rearrange with your superpowers. I bring them to light. I have no problem assimilating the dark wisdom. It's there for a reason. So, more shadow work, guys. And some people aren't able to look at themselves because they've done some really horrific things. And that's okay too. But don't accept their pain as your own, okay? They're going to try and make it sound like you're messed up, but you're really not. That's called projection. And they will project on you everything they are. And we have to start understanding this energy and why it's here. And we have to start thinking from the mindset of collective, the whole, a team. Because I guarantee you, these people are already thinking like that. They will gang up on an innocent person. So, now you can understand some of us have to dive into those murky waters. We're not afraid of the pain. We have it, but we process it pretty quickly. Usually, once we're out of the stress, we'd rather never look back. We'd rather rebuild our lives and go on. As you can see, I'm moving from my nice guy. So, if you're wondering what's going on in my post, no, I'm not crazy. I'm just doing my job. Bringing down the shadow towers. Helping people see that they need to look in this mirror. And they ain't liking it. And quite honestly, I don't like doing it. I'd rather be with the happy people really trying to heal and really trying to do what's best for the collective, which is this shadow work, which really isn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't for me, but honestly, I've never really been that drawn to the dark side. The only time I was drawn to the dark side is when I was surrounded by people who were dark and there seemed to be no way out. I was drowning in them. So once in a while I'd escape. I'm not gonna lie. I've always admitted that, but never long because it wasn't me. You know, I never got addicted to hard drugs. I never I never lost my true sense of who I was. Whereas other people have gotten lost in it. No, and as far as, sex goes, I pretty much had a prudy type look at myself, let's say, or that's what people would call it. I call it self-respect, but that's me. People can call it what they want or see it how they want. That's okay too. They don't have to answer to me, and they don't have to answer to you. But if they're out there hurting people, I'm going to do the best I can to help them not do that. Because that means they're going out and hurting somebody else who doesn't deserve it. And they can hurt three of us in the time it takes, well, one of us to probably never recover the way we're going. And we need to get a handle on that pain too. This is the murky waters. This is just shadow work. It's not that bad. Get the perspective. Look at it clearly. You're not a victim unless you keep carrying this around, okay? It wasn't your fault. No, you didn't deserve it. And neither did the people that did it to you when it happened to them. But it has to stop somewhere. In comes the new age ascension type impasse, I guess, And I'm used to this because I've always been like 3 years ahead of everybody else. So I even fight the spiritual community on the trends. I've always done this. I'm getting tired of doing this. And what happens 3 years later? Everybody's talking about the same thing. I get that. Who cares? People are getting the message. Let's move on. Let's keep giving the message. All right. So people are confused today. Been a hard day. Somebody's in a state of confusion about some actions that they might have taken that made them seem cold. Or somebody's in a state of confusion because somebody took actions that made them seem cold to you. Either way. And this is some of the stuff that we're talking about, these murky waters. Because there's so many rules out there, and we should not go by rules. We should go by situations. And we should trust the people who we know to be good and fair and wise. And not listen right now to the people who cause confusion or pain. Unless it's too wicked. But they're just painful anyway. Any truth will hurt the wicked. Keep that in mind. But anyway, there's some confusion out here. And I get it. Life is a battle right now because we haven't, learned to stand up for the truth of the divine within us yet because we don't trust it yet. And that's okay. We're all working on it. But let's see what the confusion's about. I have a feeling it's love life or family problems or changing. Metamorphosis. Confused. about changes, but the Seven of Cups is showing up. So with these changes comes lots of opportunities. All right, these two together gives me hope that something's going to give. Somebody's being called out to make a stand, to make a choice, pick a cup. And see, my people aren't going to be afraid to pick a cup because we've been through the snakes. We've been through all the horrors that there have been. Um, Things you probably couldn't imagine. That's okay. You don't have to. But this, to me, is a metamorphosis with opportunity because something needs to end. Probably this cold ass motherfucker. I don't know. You know, that's not a good thing to bring to any relationship. That means trauma. What did I say? Something about love. What are we bringing that needs to change? Could it be this fiery in and out, Carlos spicy wiener cold motherfucker energy that causes regrets everywhere they fucking go? Or putting up with this choice and not tossing it and grabbing another cup? What the hell? What are we doing? Why are we hanging on to that shit? Stop it. All right, let's see about old Carlos here because, you know, this could be actions in your passions if you actually decide to, you know, change perspectives here, which will change what comes in, what you're going to attract in this cup because old Carlos here, nah, you'll be able to smell him a mile away. Probably leftover rotten fish. That's not fish. Okay, oh, now we have the Emperor. So we have a Carlos playing like he's a big man, a big boss man. Hmm. Or this might be a passionate message from the big boss man. I don't know, let's see. This is so exciting. I love changes. Oh, a message about balance, equal give and take, dealing with the true big boss man and not old Carlos here. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You decide. Alright, what we going on with old King of Cups here now on his balanced side? He is a great father, a great guide. He is a great love, but sometimes, you know, he's very practical with his emotions and he knows they're valuable and he only trusts them with certain people. On the bad side, he's just a cold motherfucker. He pretends like he has a heart, but he really doesn't. So, considering what's over here, mm, what we got? Let's think positive. Let's think positive. You didn't think positive enough. But guess what? That's the end of a cycle. That's the end of us letting him fool us. Letting them fool us. Because we deserve the emperor energy, or we're becoming the emperor energy, whether in male or female. That's a boss. That's standing up for the truth of the divine and what's valuable. See what he's looking at? He ain't looking at. Yeah. He's not worried about those cups. They're in good hands. He's watching out over his family and what's important. Because he has a passion for what's right. That's the good emperor. He's the one that'll bring that equal give and take. He's not playing Michael Carlos here. Let's take the message from that. All right, let's get down here now. The bad side of these guys are some of the most transforming energy that helps you to understand your value. Finally. And when we do, we're going to start learning from love instead of jealousy and anger, and you're going to be able to accept things more because you'll feel them as truth right away instead of the programming. But the programming and these kind of guys right here is what causes us to have to pull these knives out of our backs because they don't even understand the beauty in themselves yet. And we let them do this because we don't understand the beauty in ourselves yet. And we need to stop it. You deserve better. You do. And when you start learning this, you start getting better. Because you become grateful for the beauty that's within you. And the wisdom and the knowledge and the gift. And you become grateful for every pain, every messenger that you've gotten because it's made you grow. It's made you understand instead of know. It's time to have a little faith. It's time to have a little faith. Because this King of Cups is also you. When we drag that pain around of what's been done to us by these guys, that's also us. Here's your chance. Spirit's saying, have some faith in the beautiful thing I created you to be. Come on, you can do this. I'm right behind you. All you have to do is have faith in me. I'm right here. All right. Now, I'm tired of looking at this because this is relationships today, and this is also about how close and how much we pay attention to spirit, the truth within ourselves. We're just kind of like, ho hum. Where's my next fix of joy or thrill that only lasts for a minute instead of the eternal joy and thrill that you get from being you? And the beauty you get to see in everything around. There's no spilled cups. And even if they are, they're somebody else's cups or somebody you let come into the party and spill yours. Either way, take accountability and be real. You know? When we have this energy on the board, we need to do something with it. Okay? Because we can't go on to be in this if we doing this. And I kind of like this. But not if we're doing this. It's impossible. These two energies cannot exist at the same time in you. This is joy and peace and love, and this is regret. Hello? What are we choosing? Here's a message. A valuable message. Just a page. Just a little old beautiful, innocent messenger carrying a valuable message underneath that beautiful tree. I never noticed, but there's a lamb back there in the background. So, are we going to beat her up? Or are we going to love her? Ooh. Well, either way, you're going to know. Because if you accept the truth of value, not only because it makes sense in the 3D, but for the overall picture, it also makes sense. Not an egotistical choice, really. And it really sucks because sometimes you just want to be naughty, you know? People call anger naughty, but actually, anger is at 150 on the megahertz scale of emotional vibrations, and desire is at 125. So, me being angry at your desires, I'm still at a higher vibration than you are. And guess what? Yeah, I pay for my anger, but I also try and deal with it quickly so you don't have to. I try and deal with my anger for those who made it. That's called justice. That's called karma there. You know, they aren't going to give you closure. Say what you need to say. And then run away. And don't look back. And that's my plan. But I have 10 days to go, so bear with me. They keep messing with me and making these. I mean, they don't understand I'm a psychic. Shit. I've called half of the stuff that's been going on before it even happened. King of Pentacles. That's a good king on his good side. But if you look at the reading I did of the energy of the day yesterday, there's two sides to this guy. Go look about the karma moving because here she is again. This is karma. Judgment's already moving. Here's the karma for that judgment. Go look at this guy and see which one you are and what you're chasing because that'll tell you whether what's going on in your life is reflecting a positive vibration, a truthful vibration, a balance to deceitful and manipulative, or are you manipulative for that? Where's your focus? That's what that's about. So I think that is a replay of pay attention to this. All right. If you do these things and you have karma, even if it's a little negative, make amends. And if somebody won't forgive you, they have that right. It depends on what you've done. Then go help somebody else that's in the same situation that you may have done back there, and you couldn't help this person because you done pissed them off like a dumb mother. But you can help somebody else, but do it for the right reasons. Not because you want to burn off karma, because you'll just make more in that occurrence. But because you truly want to get your soul straight. You truly want to be happy. You truly want to be at peace. And you truly want to know the truth of spirit. And your life is a unique expression of the truth of this divine connection. How you honor it and how you don't. I'm shooting for this, so I don't know about you, but I'm cleaning house. All right, I don't want to put cobwebs and dirty crap and all kinds of crap in that beautiful scenery. Take the trash out and don't look back. This is how this happens. If there's something you have to face and you need some help, let's face it together. I'll do what I can. After I move, though, because I'm really busy. Not that I don't love you, but I'm really busy. But anyway, focus, guys. And I'm going to leave with a mindful message. It's time to clear those muddy waters and face our truths, whether they're what we want to call good or bad or indifferent. We need to face that pain, see it for what it is. If we've hurt other people, we need to face that too and make amends. We have to face that trauma. And no matter what, instead of living in bitter and pain, like I said, it's okay to express you're pissed off, especially if they deserve it, and you can bring receipts. Okay? But there's so many other things to live in gratitude about. So as you're doing your release thing and being angry, remember to take the time also for being grateful to balance that karma. And let me tell you something about healing. Everybody wants to say, I'm healed, I'm healed. Okay, then you're not living, because we're supposed to be here to love. We are. So we understand that sometimes in this world today that pain is a part of it. But if we're not going out in the world expecting to fall in love with something every day and something to be grateful for, if we're not doing that, then we're not living in true gratitude. Let me read the card. I love acknowledging all the little things I'm grateful for, no matter what I have going on. I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. Yes. What brings me joy? Having a garden, clean food, having the healing herbs that we're going to need, um, spreading knowledge and wisdom and the truth of love, and kind of changing the narrative of the programs that we have accepted to allow this to happen. The mindsets that some of the spiritualists kind of follow and breed. Not saying they're bad people at all. They're trying to help, but they need to look 5 steps ahead and at the bigger picture besides me, myself, and I, at what it's causing now on a worldwide scale, these spiritual habits. But the good news is there's an end to this cycle coming, because as we ascend, we also get wiser and we start seeing these patterns and what stops them. And we start cleaning out the lily pond of the murky waters that we dive deep into because we're meant to fall in love. We're meant to bring that divine gift into those murky waters. We are. And if we're afraid to go in them because we're hurt, because we aren't processing this pain, we aren't seeing it for what it is. If we're not seeing it for what it is, we still have our cup full of shit. How are we supposed to get full of the good shit? And me personally, I want the good shit. So I'm ousting the bad shit. All right? No, you are not a victim. Say that with me. It was an occurrence. It happened. It's not happening now. If it is happening now, get out of it any way you can. And know that there are going to be people that you find that are true healers and will help you through and try to help you with a perspective that strengthens the beauty of you by looking deeply at what you fear. Because I think you're going to find out that what you fear is actually a wimp and what you're hiding is actually your superpower. That's what I think. I don't know. You know, you can call me crazy, but I have these weird ideas that tend to happen. I don't know what else to say, but this is kind of the energy of the day, but this is an overall message, of course. It's timeless. Um, I hope people hear it when they need it. You guys are a superpower. You are a divine superpower. You have the ability to be. It's never too late to do the right thing all the time, every time. And the divine is not a victim. So don't make one, whether it be of somebody else or even yourself. Love thyself and love them enough to set boundaries and say, no, what you're doing is not right. I'm not going to let you do this. You're worth it. You deserve better. Clean those murky waters. I love you guys. You got this. Damn, you're amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.